Hi everyone, Dave here at East Rosebud Fly and Tackle. Today I want to discuss with you dry fly tailing material. It's something that we used to be able to get very easily on necks. For example, this is a bronze grade whiting rooster cape or neck, and the spade hackles would typically occur down here on the lower margin. And what they would be, and this is not a spade hackle, I'll show you what one really looks like now. But dry fly hackle is what we use for tailing. What you want to do is minimize the amount of webbing. So on a small enough fly, you could still use some of this hackle for tailing. The issue that you run into, and I'll show you a feather that shows the webbing even better. The difference between dry fly hackle, which is a hard, solid hackle, and webbing, which is its middle, darker area. Much easier to see on this feather. The reason you don't want webbing in your tailing material is because webbing soaks up water. Webbing occurs because the actual barbs have barbs that connect each feather. Think of it like Velcro, probably where Velcro idea came from. So it's fine on a wet fly, but we don't want that on dry fly tailing material. I was down in Whiting Farms a couple of weeks ago and talked to Dr. Whiting about what happened to the spade feathers. We used to get these on all of our capes, and he honestly didn't know. It was probably just a process of the genetic engineering and what has just been left aside. What we have now from Nature Spirit, this is what the spade hackle used to look like. They're called spade hackles because they have a spade type of a shape. Even then, you can still see that there's webbing in the middle of this feather. So you have to make sure that you match that feather to the size of the hook, to the length of the tail that you want on that particular hook. It's okay if the webbing is wrapped on the hook shank itself. You just don't want that exposed as a tailing material. It'll simply sink the fly. So we do have some tailing material now from Nature Spirit. I have several colors here. But what if you're a commercial tyer? What if you tie more than a few dozen flies like I do? There is resolution. Cdl Codilion Hackl is actually from a specific type of bird that was developed in Spain in the 1400s. They were not allowing it to be exported for forever. You just could not get it unless you were in Spain. About 10 years ago, Dr. Whiting was able to get some eggs from them and develop a line of Cdl Hackl. So what I have been using for the last 20 years now is actually the Cdl Tailing Pack. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but these feathers, like I showed you before, are all Cdl. The entire bird is nothing but spade hackle. It's all tailing material. So as long as you have the length of hackle, and you can see here, I could probably hackle a size 8 fly with that type of stuff. So it's very, very valuable for hackling dry flies. Cdl basically comes in two types. You have what's called the Indio, which is solid colors, and the Pardo, which is speckled. Pardo seems to be the most popular. All insects are segmented. Every part of an insect is segmented. So the Pardo gives you that segmented appearance. Another option that you have is Codilion Capes. Now for $30, these are an incredible deal. Every bit of feather on this cape is tailing material. And you can see that as you get down here at the bottom, these feathers are exceptionally long. So I try to match the size of the feather with the size of the fly I'm tying. There's no use in wasting long fibers if you don't need it. But not only is this good tailing material, I'm thinking about feather wing streamers. We have them in a bunch of different colors. We also have rooster saddles, so that's also an option for you. So I don't think we'll ever get spade hackle back in our genetically bred roosters, but we do have other options. Like I say, the tailing material from Nature Spirit, which we cover, and I think are having about 8 different colors. And then we have a pile of these Cdl rooster capes and rooster saddles. So take a look at them, check them out. If you do much mayfly tying, particularly dry flies, I think you're going to find these very valuable for you. As always, thanks for joining in. Call if you need any help.